This is the recap for the water cooler dated December the 14th, 2011, and some good news here in Huntsville.
Absolutely.
Especially after, we've had a rough year with a lot of engineers unfortunately getting laid off because of the government can't get their act together. Well, now there's going to be a new company here in town that is going to be looking for some engineering help.
Especially our kind of engineering, rocket scientists.
That's right. The Microsoft Corporation co-founder Paul Allen, along with Bert Rutan and lots of other people with lots of money, including the founder of PayPal and also, though, the administrator, Mike Griffin, is on the board of a new company. Now, the former NASA administrator, Mike Griffin, is on the board of a new company called Stratolaunch, and they're going to build a launch vehicle.
And it's a really nifty launch
privately
vehicle.
Owned launch
privately
vehicle.
Owned, privately designed. Not designed with government money, not owned.
There is no government seed money of any kind in this.
And it's an airplane that flies up high, drops a rocket that goes on up. It's a brilliantly simple design. We'll actually post a link to their promotional video on the Facebook page. So you need to go out there and check that out. It's really neat.
Now, they're of course planning on using this for government, NASA, and Department of Defense use, but they're also going to open it up to tourists who wish to eventually.
I want on.
I would be volunteering to go on. Unfortunately, I can't afford probably the $1 million ticket, but also for tourists and launching small communication satellites for other companies. That's how they plan to make their money, but naturally they're going to, of course, sign contracts for the government as well. But don't worry, you also have the option of Richard Branson's Spaceship 2.
Which will start
on Virgin
much
Galactic.
Sooner,
right.
With much higher price tag.
Test launches of this new rocket, though, are planned for 2016.
Manned launches 2021.
Right. 5 years after that is when they plan to hopefully start doing the.
So start saving now, and maybe you'll have enough.
Well, that's true. We've got time. Is what we're saying. But it's kind of cool that that'll be located right here in Huntsville, where they're going to put the headquarters of the company.
That's right.
Working with other companies around the area, including our friends over at Dynetics, and it'll be employing people right here in the Tennessee Valley.
Brand new company.
Right.
Backed by multimillionaires.
Yes.
No government funding.
Nope,
none at all.
None whatsoever.
Then what about Harry Reid?
Well, he has a job.
Yes, he does, and it's apparently to lie. Harry Reid went before the Senate yesterday. Yeah, I know, I shocked you with that. Harry Reid went before the Senate yesterday and said that millionaires that create jobs are like unicorns. They just don't exist yet. Didn't we just share a story with you? 3 multimillionaires who founded very successful companies, who brought money to the North Alabama area to start up a brand new business with brand new jobs. Yet, Harry Reid says they're unicorns.
I think Harry Reid owes us 3 unicorns.
I think he needs to produce them because we found 3 millionaires creating jobs. There you go.
That's right, on their own accord.
Without any government intervention.
Ball's in your court there, Mr. Reid.
There it is.
And finally today, though, we also talked about all these, whenever Sotheby's has an auction in New York City, it's always fun because they always find these great, unique, and interesting, high-priced items. One of the things they sold was a first edition of Raymond Chandler's The Big Sleep, one of those great noir detective novels, for $254,000.
Also, the first letter George Washington wrote as president, he wrote it to the House of Representatives. It went for $360,000.
Yeah, $362,000.
But that didn't come close to the #1 seller.
6 telephone and online bidders put their hat in the ring, but it eventually went to Eduardo Cisneros, who paid a cool $1.6 million for the document that incorporated Apple Computer. It belonged to the document belonged to Ronald Wayne, who founded the company with
Wozniak and Jobs.
Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs. He gave up his shares though after he signed it. Didn't think it was going to work, but he still had that document, which is good because he just made himself a little over $1 million. By selling it. It was estimated to only go for $150,000.
10 times.
And I'm still puzzled by the fact that they were able to sell that for $1.5 million. Yet George Washington, the father of our country,
first letter as
president, goes for only $362,000. Not that I would have been able to, afford either one.
Yeah. I have the first letter you ever wrote to me still. Maybe it'll be worth something someday.
It's not worth the paper it's printed. You can catch us on the water cooler every weekday at 11 o'clock on WMJN Television Channel 29, or you can watch us online, streamed live at WMJN29.com.
You can also find us on Facebook, where we'll post all the information we talked about today. Just do a search for The Water Cooler, 3 words, and we'll be back here tomorrow.
See you then.